Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing great. So obviously this is my June favourites. It is June favourites. Now it doesn't seem long at all since I done May's favourites, but I think that's because I done May's favourites very later on in the month. Whereas this one I'm doing a lot earlier. I've got some good things. I'm pretty excited to show you some of the things, some really good recommendations. So I'm not going to babble on too much. I'm going to get straight into it. So I'm going to start with a cleaning product. Now, my favourite smell, I'd go as far as to say it is my favourite smell ever, not just one of my favourite smells, is the smell of freshly cut grass. I absolutely love it. It's just so fresh, isn't it? It's just lovely. I love everything about it. So I was very, very happy to see this in B&M. I got this one. It is the Fabulosa, which I have to say is not a brand I normally use. But when I saw this, I thought I've got to pick this up and see what it's like. And the scent is, are you ready for this? The scent is freshly mowed lawn. Yes. There's the bottle, so you've got all the grass on it, as you can see. The scent is freshly mowed lawn, artificial lawn, disinfectant and deodorizer. Oh, it's so nice. It literally, I mean, I'm going to sniff it again now. It smells just like freshly cut grass. If you love the smell, you're going to love this. Now, I use this, it's a disinfectant. I use this on my kitchen floors, so I will dilute it into a bucket of warm water and I will use it on all the bathroom floors as well. I absolutely love it. I had to show you this because I think the scent, to find this scent in a cleaning product is very unique. Like I say, I don't normally look at the Fabulosa stuff really. I tend to always stick with like this LOreal. But when I saw this, I thought I've got to get this, and you know what? I am so glad I did. Now this was, I feel this was £3.99, but you get a great big 1 litre bottle. I mean, I've done the floors plenty of times with this, and as you can see, there's a lot left. You don't need absolutely loads to get that fresh scent and kills all the germs, disinfectant. So I had to show you this for my first June favourite. I will be repurchasing this because I just love it that much. When you've cleaned the floors, you can really smell it. First June favourite, really, really good. Second, a couple of cups. I love my cups, but I like my cups quite simple at the same time. And I did give my mug cup cupboard a bit of a sort out. I'd got lots of like very old cups that had seen better days. So I gave it a bit of a sort out. And I went to Homesense and I picked up a few new mugs. Homesense is just the place for cups, isn't it? They do such nice cups. And when I saw these are like, the design of them, the size of them, because the size of a cup is really important to me, I think I've mentioned before. I saw these and I just absolutely love them. And I've been using them non-stop. These, I just absolutely love them. So they're that stoneware look. They've got like the drip, so that one is like a brownie colour and that one the green. They've like got that dripped paint look on them, and also that goes in the inside as well. They're just the perfect size for me. I don't like my cups too big, so when I saw these, I had to get these. Now I think these were £3.99 each, but I do find with Homesense cups they're really good quality and they really last. They don't tend to chip as probably some other places, so I was really pleased with them. So I've used them non-stop in June, so absolutely love them. Can really recommend Homesense for their cups. Okay, so they're like the household items if you like. Let's move on to makeup. A couple of new makeup items. Now, the reason I switched to this, there's a really good reason. I'd been a very, very long-term user of L'Oreal Infallible foundation. And I've always got on with it, always loved it, tried other ones, tried like higher end brands, but always gone back to that. And then I was like on my last, like probably, I don't know, it's hard to tell in the bottle, isn't it? But not much at all left in the bottle. And I discovered that they've actually discontinued, stopped making whatever, the 24-hour infallible, and they've changed it to 32-hour. Okay, which okay would be fine, but after reading the reviews on the 32 hour, apparently it is not good at all. Apparently it's a completely different consistency, and it's not good at all. So in my mind, I thought, right, I need to probably switch over to a different foundation, because I'm getting close to the end of that one and I don't really want to go over to that after reading the reviews. I don't know why L'Oreal have changed that, because their formula, the Infallible 24-hour wear, was just spot on for me. And I think it was for a lot of people as well. And changing it to 32 hours, I don't really get that. And it would be fine if it was good, but just so many reviews. I have not read one review or heard anyone say that it's as good. So therefore, I switched over to still L'Oreal, but I switched over to L'Oreal True Match, which again, very popular one. I really, really like it. Been using this a lot in June. Lovely consistency again, very easy to apply with a blender. I use shade, at the moment I'm using 4N, neutral undertone. Perfectly matches your skin, closer to your skin tone. I tend to use this now. It's slightly darker than the shade I had for the Infallible, and that's simply because we're in summer. I'm fake tanning, so my skin is darker anyway. So this seems to go well with my tan at the minute. I've got it on today. The only thing I would say is that I find it a slightly, I don't think oilier is the right word. Maybe a thinner consistency. Maybe a thick, we'll use the word oilier maybe. I find it a thinner, oilier consistency than the Infallible. But nonetheless, I'm really pleased with it. So I will be sticking to L'Oreal True Match. In the winter months, autumn, I'll switch to a lighter shade. But this is doing me fine at the moment. So that's been a big June favourite, L'Oreal True Match. And one more makeup item. Mascara. I was running very, very low on my Maybelline Sky High. I'd repurchased that quite a few times. Really good mascara, still is. I will repurchase it again, but I thought I'd give something else a go. You know, change is always good. So I picked up the, is it L'Oreal? Yes, it's L'Oreal. I picked up the L'Oreal Panorama lashes. Now, first of all, the packaging is lovely. As you can see, packaging is very luxurious looking anyway, and the mascara is really, really good. It's a completely different wand to the Sky High, which is quite a thin wand. This is quite thick. Well, it starts off thin, if you can see. Starts off thin, then it gets thicker, which is really good for the lashes. It applies lovely. I tend to give it a couple of coats. I've only got one coat on today, but sometimes I'll use 2 coats. And it's a really good mascara. Really lifts the lashes up, I find. Maybe that's because it's got that. You can see, I mean, I'm no makeup expert, but I think it's because it's got the different shape bristles there to the thin at the end, whereas the Sky High is just like one type of bristle all across. It's a really good mascara. Really enjoying using that, and I would definitely repurchase this. So it's the Panorama, L'Oreal Panorama Volume Million Lashes. Really good mascara, really recommend that. So that's another June favourite. Next, I'm really, really excited to share this with you because it's something, I mean, the first one you all would have heard of and seen and probably purchased yourself. I have shown a different one in a different monthly favourites, but I picked up first of all the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush, the classic number 62 pistachio and salted caramel. I think this was probably, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this was probably the scent. Was this the scent that came out first and like blew them up and everyone wore and everyone raved on about? I think. But I remember smelling it, I'm sure, when we went to New York a couple of years ago. So you know, I picked this up quite late. And I think Anna bought it at the time. I think she got it from Sephora in New York, and I smelled it and I thought, well, I'll have to get that, never did. And I'd been using I've shown it in a previous favourites. I've been using like the purple one, the purple bottle. That had nearly all gone. So I thought I'm going to give this a try. I opted for the great big bottle because I just use it all the time. I use it all the time. I use it every day. I will refresh with it. I get through a lot of it. So to me, it was worth buying the big bottle. So yeah, this is number 62, pistachio and salted caramel. And it's just, if you haven't smelt it, you know, it's what you'd expect when I say pistachio and salted caramel. Very warm, very caramelly, just absolutely wonderful. It's gorgeous. I can't really say much more about it. It's just wonderful. It's a wonderful, wonderful smell. So obviously I got the branded in that, although I do know you can get lots of dupes of this. And I know one shop in particular, Home Bargains, but not my Home Bargains, but I know there's other ones that do copies of the spray. And apparently they are just the same. I haven't tried them, but apparently they do. But in my Home Bargains, they didn't have the sprays, or whether they did, but they all sold out. They had the dupes of the body butters and body washes. So I had to pick up one of them. Now this obviously looks just the same as the Bum Bum Brazilian cream from Sol de Janeiro. The packaging exactly the same. It's the Glow range, it's the Glow body butter, and the scent is vanilla, almond and salted caramel. So this goes really well with this. If you like your layering your scents, this is perfect. Obviously the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum cream is something like, is it nearly £30 or something? These are £4.99 in Home Bargains. And it's so good. You can get the pink one, and I feel there's another colour also. But I thought because I'd already got that, I'd opt for this scent. And it just matches perfectly. You can see the consistency there. It's literally identical to that. But obviously a lot cheaper than the actual proper cream. It's a lovely consistency, it's so good. It's literally the same smell. I can't say more than that. So I would really recommend, if you've got a Home Bargains near you, you know, if you love this scent, you know, and you've always wanted to try the body butter, it is pricey for a body butter, then this is honestly, for £4.99, it's amazing. And then to go with that, so, you know, layered the whole thing from start to finish, I saw that Superdrug brought out a shower gel. And it is a dupe of this. It is the caramel and pistachio limited edition shower gel. Now this is my second bottle. I got 3 bottles. I'm on my second one now. And when I say it smells just like this, it really does. Oh God, it's like, okay, so what I've been doing, obviously using that in the shower, putting this all over my body, and then obviously spraying this, and all the smells are literally identical. But obviously that one's pricier. I think I got mine from ASOS, is it 38 or something for one like that, so that is pricey. But these two, this was 99p. So I got 3 for under £3. Like I say, I'm on my second bottle now. It's just so nice. That's 99p, and then that's £4.99. So I cannot recommend for summer. It is just such, these 3 combined. I mean, you're onto a winner if you can find the dupe of this scent. If you can find the dupe of pistachio and salted caramel in your Home Bargains or wherever they sell the dupes, because they are meant to be really good, then you're onto a winner. But this combination for me in June, and will be throughout the whole summer, I think I need to get another one of these
and I probably do need to buy more of these. But when I went into, it's raining and my washing's out. It wasn't meant to rain today. When I went into Superdrug yesterday to get something, I saw there was actually none of these left. So I'm hoping they do restock these. But this is like my scent now for the summer. Can't recommend it enough. It is so good. And now we are going to finish with, now this is something that I have mentioned in a previous favourite, so I'm very aware of that. But the reason I mention it again in my June favourites is because it's still a huge favourite. I am obsessed. I am obsessed with this YouTube channel, and I recommend you check it out. It's so interesting. It's called the Y Files. I probably did mention it in last month's favourites, but it has carried on for me being, so I thought I'm going to talk about it again. I can't big the man up enough. He is so good at what he does. And the research and the production that goes into each video, to me, is amazing. I'll give you some examples of some of the videos that I have watched. So basically, and his videos are really long as well. You know, they're about like an hour or even more long, which is really good. So you can really get stuck into them. Like an example of some of the videos he does like, Our Reality is an Illusion. So interesting. This one was so interesting. The Dark Side of the Moon, the cover up. So what he does, he'll tell the story. He tells the story, all the, you know, evidence and everything else, interviews, and then he will try to debunk each one at the end. It is so good. I watched one last night, actually. I watched about, is the moon landing fake? Was the moon landing fake? So interesting. I cannot recommend it enough. Stories about the apocalypse, that was a good one. I mean, there's still loads I haven't watched, but it's an obsession for me. I absolutely love it. It is just so interesting. And, you know, he'll tell you about things you haven't heard of, you know, and it will make you look at things from a different angle. You know, I mean, I've got a very open mind, and I'm willing to, like, you know, see things differently to how I've previously seen things, if need be. And it is so interesting. I can't recommend it, and I can't rave on about it enough. So that's the Y Files, WHY. I wish it was my channel. I really wish it was my channel. I wish I had came up with that idea and could research all of that and make them videos, because he's amazing. I think his name's AJ, and he does it in a funny way. If you've watched, you know what I mean? He has like a sidekick, which is like a fish. But obviously he does it like with the fish talking, heckle fish, and it's quite amusing. There's some humour there also. Really good. So they are all my June favourites. I can recommend each and every one of them. Very affordable, probably apart from that one, but I wish I'd found the dupe. But there you go. If I do find the dupe, then we'll be trying that, because it's meant to be really good. But they're my June favourites. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye.